Don't they do that on TV shows?
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
I've never been on TV though. Good morning.
Oh.
Good morning. Good morning, everybody, and welcome.
Hi.
Like,
I'm just looking to make sure we got everything rolling. I just
had
clicked on
a-
something I don't need.
Suddenly, I just wanted to have some papers, like we're in a newscast, and say good
Oh,
morning,
yeah.
everyone.
Do that, Katie. I love
Welcome
it.
to Memory Bound, the paper crafting store here in Ankeny, Iowa. We are right north of Des Moines, and Des Moines is the intersection of I-80 and I-35. Do you like my quiet?
That is very, yeah, your
Thank
voice
you.
is a little too quiet, though, according to Janet.
Oh,
So,
is my
hey,
mic on? Oh,
so I'll be really
there we go.
loud.
Sorry.
Hi, everybody. You're at Memory Bound Paper Craft Store
Oh, there we go.
in
I'm
Ankeny,
gonna
Iowa.
check my fingers.
Welcome. It's Wednesday. It's Hump Day.
Yes,
And
it is.
we got Katie here.
Good
I'm Kelly.
morning.
We got Katie. She's got an amazing project.
Well, thank you.
Well, and it's even more amazing. I've said it twice, but I'm going to tack on a third one because you can make it at home. It comes in a kit.
Yes, it is a kit with directions. So yeah, you can't go wrong with this. And I'm going to make it very easy for you.
And Katie,
So-
there's a lot of people joining us.
Oh,
Oshra
good.
says good morning, and
Good
Donna's
morning.
here,
Good morning.
and Marcia, and we got Janet here in the background for
Out
us.
in the
And
universe.
when we can help you find things, or if you have a question and we miss it, sometimes our comments go by almost as fast as Tim Holtz's.
Yes, yes, they do. They just fly by.
I don't know if you guys have ever seen a Tim Holtz video on YouTube, but the comments are just rolling
just roll.
constantly.
Yes.
And that's kind of what we got going on now.
Yeah. Good morning, everyone. Good morning,
Colleen. And Barbara's here, and Donna and Erica. We're really happy you're joining us. Katie, we had a new viewer the other day.
Oh,
It might have been
I love
yesterday.
it.
I'm
Was
getting
it
my days
somebody
mixed
from
up.
the Netherlands? Was it the Netherlands?
I don't think we had a friend from the Netherlands,
Okay.
and then we had somebody else from
All
I
right.
believe Virginia, but
That's exciting.
coulda got that
Exciting
wrong.
when new people find us. It's always amazing when people come through and they haven't heard about our videos and so forth. So it's exciting.
and I see
To
old
invite new
friends
friends.
here like Tina.
friends
So we
and new
got new
friends.
friends, old
Good
friends.
morning. Good morning.
Make new friends, but keep the old. We used to sing that in Girl Scouts.
Oh, okay.
One
I was
is
not a
silver
Girl
and the
Scout.
other's gold.
I wanted to be a bluebird.
Did you were not a bluebird?
I was not a bluebird. My sister was a bluebird and had a little bluebird on necklace, and I would try to wear it, and she was not happy.
Okay, everybody.
Yes.
Katie was the little sister.
I was the little sister.
Should we do quotes? Little sister.
Yes, and I did the little sister well. Yes.
Oh my gosh, Katie.
Yeah. What?
We have our friend Donna from Bakersfield, and we have Connie from Bakersfield.
We have two Bakersfield from the
I
same
think
Bakersfield?
so.
Oh my gosh.
And hi, Christina. We're glad you're joining us.
Yes.
We've got a really amazing project to show you today. I love that we have kits and projects and things like that. We want to keep your crafting alive in 2025. And today, Katie, I'd say is just another way of doing that.
Yes. Chris said she hopes to come to Ankeny
Yay,
next week. Yay,
Chris!
We always enjoy a visit with Chris, don't we?
She's a long distance friend.
All right.
Do you want to tell
Love our
us?
international friends and viewers. I do too. Val from the UK usually jumps on. And then someone from the Netherlands was on. I just wonder how, I want to know what time it is there.
And how do you ever find
And how
memory?
do you find Memory Bound?
Little old us.
Yes,
We're just little old
exactly.
Memory Bound here
Good
in
morning, ladies.
Iowa.
Good morning, Cherie and Bunny.
Do you want to tell about our special, Katie?
I do. For today's announcements, we will first be starting with fall themes. Anything fall is 30% off. So when you put it in your cart, it should automatically take the 30% off for you. There is lots and lots and lots of good things over there to take advantage of. And we will be doing still doing kind of fall and Halloween, aren't we? Yeah, we'll do some fall stuff next.
Tomorrow, Peggy's got a fall project.
Right,
She's going to have some stitched leaves.
Yeah, some stitched leaves.
Can you guys hear me digging in the
Yeah,
junk drawer over here? I don't know if you can hear that or not.
Kind of, I like
Sorry,
to watch
Katie.
to see what she's doing.
Sorry.
You just
I
never
needed
know
a
what
pencil.
you're gonna do.
I needed a pencil.
Yeah. So yes, so everything is 30% off and fall themes. And like Kelly said, tomorrow, Peggy will.
I'm trimming the carpet.
Kelly, I know. Kelly's
Sorry.
cutting the ravels off the carpet, so that's what she is doing right now. I cut a few on this side too this morning. You know, sometimes when you feel as if you see something and it needs to be done, you just have to do it right away. So we got our carpet ready, so we are good to go. And lots of people still jumping on, Kelly. So I'm going to show you what we're going to do today. We are going to create this accordion book. And the accordion book, I was inspired, if you remember, Peggy did an accordion book with a 49 in Market. Well, this is all Halloween
Oh
and it's
my
with photo play.
gosh.
And
I love it.
this one is safe because I can't rip off any pages on here. So I'm going to show you how to create this, and I am going to walk you through the pages. There is not a cutting guide, but I'm going to give you lots of tips on cutting, so then when you create it, you can go back and watch the video and then pause to see what you need to do if you're not quite sure. Like I said, it is a kit. Let me show you what you get in the kit. The kit is...
Should we switch cameras? Or you want to show the kit and then when you show the components, we'll switch cameras?
Sure. So the kit is $42.99 and it is called Halloween Junque because I used the Photo Play Halloween Junque collection in it. And I used a lot of, well, you'll get a collection pack of paper and the stickers too. So do we want to flip and I'll scoot over here?
Let me turn the camera on.
All right. So in the kit, you get a full, well, there you get full color instructions and it's 3 pages. And it does say on here, refer to the video on September 24th on YouTube or Facebook for more details and some cutting tips. So I will be doing that for you today. And when you get the kit, you get the, I have so many things going through my mind right now. When you get the kit, you get a full collection pack.
Of Halloween Junque.
Of Halloween Junque. You get 2 sheets of each paper. And then you also get the 12 by 12 sticker sheet. And then you get the cut-aparts. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sheets of cut-aparts that I will refer to as the collage cut-aparts. You get those. You also, goodness, get the accordion album. And that is
those have been really popular.
And it has a nice
It comes in
hardcover.
your kit, so it's included in the price.
So I will put this in here for the kit and your accordion. And then you also get a pack that is full, which is this one, the Crafty Garden stacked frames. And there's 64 pieces, die cut pieces in there. There's some tabs. There's 3 different sizes of frames, and I'll talk to you about that. And then you have the inside frames, so I use some of those too. So that is all in your kit.
That's kind of cool because you've combined 3 different brands in your project. Because you've got Photo Play Halloween Junque, Uniquely Creative Album, and you got 49 in Market frames.
And I'm going to show you some things that you can add on. And the kit itself is $42.99. And you get everything in there.
Val says she bought it because you said she needed it.
I think everybody needs a good Halloween kit, in my opinion. So that is what you get in your kit, and I will be referring back to it. You know what I'm wondering, Kelly, is where did I get these? But we'll figure it out.
Do you want to, okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
What are you going to show what you need, or do you want to show the kit first?
I think I showed the kit, and then I'm going to show this.
Okay, and then what
next?
Okay. Well, Chris says it looks awesome.
Well, thank you, Chris. I haven't done a Halloween project for a while, so it was fun to do, and it came together very easily.
Katie, I
tried to make it junky.
You haven't had a kit for a while, have
you? No,
I
have not.
So this is really special.
All right, so when you get your book, it does have this strap that goes around it, and it hooks on this little loop here. And we'll talk about that.
Okay.
So that's kind of nice that they have that.
Yeah, I tied that all wrong when
and
I took the picture.
So here's the front, and then you open it up, and it is accordion. And then you have just your pages. And I'm going to go through each of those. Each page is a little different because some are inked, some are not, some are inked, and some are rough.
Katie,
that could be a Dr. Seuss
Deborah
book.
just paid you a really ultimate compliment because ordered it before even seeing it
Oh,
because she
wow, that
loves your
is huge.
kits.
Well, thank you, Deborah. That
Isn't
is
that sweet?
that is big when someone orders something. I feel like I've made it now.
You made the
Somebody
big time. You're in the big
I'm
time,
like
Katie.
I'm with the Janet. So this is then the back side of the book.
It holds a lot.
Oh, it holds a ton.
My
And
gosh.
I made it so if you just want to put it out as is and not add photos, you surely can. And if you want to add photos, you could do that.
Oh,
So if you open it up
interesting.
all the way,
If you need me to switch cameras, I
oh,
can.
that's all right. We'll just do this. It's like a train.
I love those, the
It's
orange
really
pages
quite
with the
long.
swirls, how they go together.
Yeah, and I'm going to talk all about that. So hopefully you will feel confident to create this on your own, which that is my goal, and I think you
That's
will
so
be.
neat. I love it.
All right. How should we just jump in?
Yeah.
Okay. So the the first thing I wanted to let you know is that I do not do the cover until the very end. So we're not even talk about the cover to the end. And the reason I do that is because it's handled so much. I will put pieces to the side that I know I want to use, but
Mm-hmm.
overall, I just don't do the cover until the end. So we'll talk about that. So we're going to jump right to page 1. And I'm going to show you, and I don't know if we can do anything with the kind of the cut guide. I did not include a cut guide, but I will show you pictures and hopefully you can just go from there. So you do have color directions, and the tools that you will need are just some basic ones. You need a trimmer and scissors and adhesive and foam dots. And let me tell you about my foam dots
Tell
that
us
I
about your
use.
foam dots.
I use the foam roll,
Oh, yeah, I like the roll.
and there's 2 different rolls. There's one roll that I'm not sure if you can see that's a little bit thicker, and then it is like 0.06 thick. I like to use the thinner one that is 0.04, so it's a lot skinnier. I don't know if you can really tell or
I
see
don't
how
think you
it's
can tell,
okay.
but doesn't one have like 56 feet and one has 100 and some feet on it?
Yes. So this one has 108 feet, the one that I use. This one has 54 feet. So I use 108 because it pops it up, but only pops it up slightly. And the reason I used that was because if I used the thicker one, this book would have gotten really thick quickly.
That's a good tip.
So I just used the thinner tape. I wanted to let you know that. I also use Distress Oxide Black Soot. You can use whatever you want, but this is the soot that I use. This is the soot.
The soot she used.
I use that soot. And I did use my tiny attacher through things. Some extras you might want to grab is the cello tape. So I have a sheet of cello tape here. Yeah, why am I showing my used one when I have the new stuff? Thank you. The cello tape. Through the cello tape, just add to your liking. I'm not going to say you have to put in certain places, just add it where you like it. And then I also used the Tim Holtz Halloween Jute string. This is the only ribbon that I used in here through here because it matched perfectly.
And that doesn't come with it. So
Those
you
do
could
not.
use
Those
whatever you have,
would
but
add
that's a
on.
good addition.
Yes.
I don't think I've linked this to your kit. But
there's another thing that is not in your kit but available is there's an ephemera pack that Photoplay has, and there's 30 pieces of different ephemera in here. Some of it is the same, but for example, you can fussy cut the snake out. This one's on the tag. But there's so much because you get the sticker sheet in your pack, and there's just so many stickers, and also you have 3 sheets of cut aparts plus the collage cut aparts. So there's just lots and lots to use.
oh gosh.
All right, so on this first page, what you're going to do is you're going to take the paper, the pumpkin patch, and the pumpkin patch, I have some notes over here, is one that we're going to use. Oh, before I even go there, when you get your 2 sheets of paper, what I would do is you have the tag sheet and a border sheet, and then you have the houses. So flip one so you can see the icons, and the other one you're going to flip so you can see the background. So for example, this is the icons. It has the spiders on the back. So I have my icons in one pile and my spiders in the other. This is Boneyard. It has the frames on the back. So I'm going to put one sheet here and one sheet there. So I have a pile of icons, and then I also have a pile of just the sheets that I'm going to use. And that way you can kind of see what you have, the different papers, because you're going to cut from the different papers, especially when it comes to the icons. So I have those separated now. And I think I am ready to go now. So we're going to grab, the first thing you're going to do is grab the pumpkin sheet. Excuse me, I had this all laid out. All right, this one right here. And how you're going to cut it, and I'm going to show you a close-up of this. So you can see, excuse me. Oh, you know what? I was talking about the cover. We're not going to do the cover.
You're doing the cover last?
I'm doing the cover last. So we want this one. So we need the Halloween party. This, oh, I was good. The Halloween party. So the Halloween party sheet you can see right here is how you're going to cut. Everything is 4.75 wide, 4 3/4 wide, and everything is 6.5 long. So that is except for the cover and the front cover and the back cover. So you're going to cut, and it says directly cut the 4.75 first. So you're going to cut 4.75 right through here. And then you're going to cut this piece to 6.5, so you have that label. So that is page 1. So if you want to come back and look at this, you see I have a 1 there for the first cut, 4.75. And it's also in your directions. And then if you want to, you can, I use the Tim Holtz distressor. I also have an older distressor. And you just go back and forth on your paper to distress it if you want to. And it does a good job of distressing it, making it a little rough. And then I did ink the edge. Now some of them you're going to see, I just inked the edge. And to be all honesty, is that I was inking the edges and then thought, oh, I bet if I roughed it up, that would even be better. So I didn't go back and rough everything up. But you could definitely rough it up and ink it and then put it in your book. Oops. All right. So here is the first page, and you can see from the paper,
Katie,
that it is that label there. And then you're going to start, this is when you're going to go to your different cut aparts.
It makes the page really, the paper, the decorative papers, they're not just patterned, they're actually, I don't know if decorative is the right word, but it, whatever.
So you're going to cut the skeleton out. That's all right, I understand. The skeleton out, and you are doing fussy cutting. Now with my fussy cutting, you can see with the skeleton, I leave a little bit of an edge around him. I don't go right up to him. So I fussy cut the skeleton, and then that is going to be referred to, your directions would be whatever paper this is. So this is Frightfully Fabulous paper, and then you would find the skeleton. And the next thing is the collage cutouts. So that is that pack of 8s. And so you go through until you find the Deadly Nightshade. And there it is, and I just cut that out. And you can ink it. And then the sticker is a spooky vibe. And so on the directions, you can see I have the paper, what you're going to cut first, the Frightfully Fabulous. But now you see it has an FD right there. The FD means to foam dot it. So the skeleton says FD, so he's popped up. So I put exactly what things you want to foam dot. And then the stickers, the collage cutouts, the Deadly Nightshade, and the stickers, the Spooky Vibes orange circle, and then 2 black stars. So the directions are pretty easy to follow, and I've gone over them and over them and over them, and I do know that mistakes still show up. So hopefully there's not too many of those. But anyway, let's go on. So the next page, this is called the pumpkin patch paper. So on the pumpkin patch paper, I love this whole sheet of paper. It's definitely made for 12 by 12, but I thought, oh, we can definitely cut this up and we can use that. Now the pumpkin patch paper, here is like the little cut guide for it. So on here, on your directions, it says the first cut you're going to create at 12 by 6.5 by measuring from the bottom of the paper. So this, you're going to start here at the bottom, and then you're going to measure up 6.5 and cut all the way across. So you're going to have 2 pieces that are 12 inches long. wide, I should say. And then starting on this right side, you're going to go in 4.75, and then you cut it, and then you're going to go onto the right side. You're going to measure in 4.75. So page 2 right here. You measure in 4.75 and you cut that piece. And that right there is your first page from that paper. And then I suggest with your frames, you empty the bag and sort it out, and you're going to have 3x3 frames, and you can pop the middles out if you'd like to. So you'll have 3x3 frames, you'll have 3x4 frames, and then you have 4x6 frames, and then you have all the insides. And I did pop the insides out so I could just use them as I wanted to. And these are perfect for this project just because it looks like it has the cello tape on it.
Well, it goes so well with the Halloween junk.
Yes. Now you're going to see that each frame is a little bit different. So some of them have one tab at the top and some of them have 2 tabs. It doesn't matter, whatever you want to use. So for this page, I chose a 3x4, and it even says in your directions which ones to use. So I chose a 3x4 frame. Again, it doesn't matter what you use. A 3x4 and a 3x3 frame. And I did ink them up, and some of them I did rough up too with my rougher upper.
I like that rougher upper, Katie. That is good.
I can never think of what is the official term of this?
The paper distressing tool.
Okay, yeah, the rougher upper. All right, so you just adhere this down, and then this one is going to be foam dotted, and beside it in the directions it says foam dot. So you'll pop that up, just as so. And I love layering the frames. I saw that from
really cool.
Some other people have done that, and it just adds to it. Again, it goes through. We have the bat wing powder, which is a sticker, the small star, which is a sticker, and the bat's a sticker. All right, now this page I love. When I looked at this paper, again 12x12, I absolutely loved the top of it, but as you can see, it's too big. So for this paper, it's called October Moon.
I love that paper, Katie.
Isn't it great?
Yeah, it is.
You're going to measure 6.5 from the top and cut all the way across. And then for this page, you're going to do, because remember, everything's 4.75, so 4.75 from here. And then you're going to measure 4.75 from this side. If I would have done 4.75 and then another one, this is what it would have looked like, and that's fine. But I wanted both of the edges. So you're going to measure from the left and then the right. So you'll have a little strip here that's left over. And that's all I did for this page besides rough it up. And then the 4x6 one, again, it doesn't matter which one you choose to use. I just trimmed it right. I laid it like this and trimmed it in the middle, then pulled it apart and put half of it on one side and half on the other. Now notice I have this little tuck-in piece back here. What I did was grab a 3x3 frame and I trimmed it just a little bit in, and then I tucked it in the ends. Again, it doesn't matter where the tab is, but you want to save the other half because we're going to use those later. So we're going to put those to the side, and I don't know if it's worth repeating or doing this, Kelly, but to show where they come from. They have lots and lots of words on the collage cut aparts, and that's where most of these come from, and then with a couple stickers and a couple sticker stars. So I really try to use a lot of these. You will have tons left over with this. How's it going so far, Kelly?
Katie, it's really good. And Janet said a shout out to you for figuring out the cuts and the best way to utilize the paper. And Rhonda thought it was a great point on awareness of what you want showing.
Yes, thank you.
And
wow,
Katie,
thank you.
I really liked how you said you can add photos to this, or it can just be a decor piece.
Yeah, absolutely.
And earlier Janet mentioned that you could open it up and have it on your mantle.
Yes.
You can even have it in the middle of your table. If you're going to have a Halloween dinner, and put some
that
things around it, and it would be, and because it's two-sided, so it's
And there's a lot left over. So I know with the frames, if people think, oh, well, what would I put in the frames? I mean, you have so much left over, even.
Oh, so you could go back and
you could go back and put something in the frame.
Oh, yeah, good idea.
Like that. So anything can go in the frame that you have left over. You have leftover stickers and all sorts of cut aparts. That would be great. So this is the Boneyard. I've become very familiar with their names. I think I'm trying to. I have to go the opposite direction, trying to get it straight. All right.
That's good.
So this is the Boneyard, and it is the. I love this paper, spider webs, and I knew I wanted to use this. So then I thought I'm going to cut it so I can use this piece. So how I cut it is just, again, measure from the bottom and go up to 6.5, and you're going to cut across so you have a 6.5 by 12 inches. And then this time you're going to start on the left and cut in 4.75, and that will be page 5. And then go another 4.75 so you get all this good junk right here. And then cut it so then you have this page. And this page has nothing extra on it. That's all that print here. And I knew that's all I wanted to do was use that. And again, over here, you're going to start with a 3x4 frame. And then you're going to have a 4x, and then the 3x3 frame. And you notice it has something down in here. Well, that is on one of your cut aparts, because realistically you have 3 cut apart sheets. So it is on.
Plus your cutouts.
And your cutouts.
And your
stickers. Yeah, you have so much. This enchanted Halloween piece. I loved it because it had the cobwebs and I thought it would work out perfect with this. So that fit right in here. And then I fussy cut the spider. Now it says small spider because there's more than one spider. There's a big spider and a little spider. So you want this little guy. And put that in there. And then the witch hat is from your cut aparts also, or your collage cut aparts. Is that one right there. And this is our favorite. That is also
a cutout.
One of the cutouts. Yep. Again, you can ink it if you want to or not. All right, moving right along. I think it will open now so you can see it. This is, we've already cut this page a little bit. Trying to go as quick as I can, Kelly, if I keep going back
Katie,
and forth.
I got a question while you're finding your paper.
Yeah.
Looking over at your table, it appears to me the answer is yes, but if you purchased an extra accordion album, do you think you'd have enough stuff to make another one?
Yes.
So if you got an extra album, you could probably make another book.
Yes.
With what you have left over.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So for $8, $7.99, you could make another whole project.
You could, yeah. Probably not exactly like this one, but you definitely could.
It would be different. You could get a little creative with it.
Yeah.
But
oh yeah. So for this paper, we're going to cut. I loved this up here, so I knew I wanted that to stay together, and I loved this because it was already done. So to make this page, you're going to go 6.5 from the bottom and cut across. And then you're going to measure 4.75 from the left. So you're really remembering 6.5 and 4.75. And then doing that, you're going to get this little page right here. This one has a 3x3 frame in it. And then you do get what I call all the insides. You get lots and lots of insides.
Oh, yeah.
For the album. So I just went through and found about approximately a 2x3 inside, and then I foam dotted that up. So I could put a picture there, or if I wanted to add something else there to make it just a decorative piece, we definitely could do that. These are both collage cut aparts, and then the eek is a sticker. Now with this next page, I love this. What you're going to do is this tag sheet also has a border sheet at the bottom. I want you to cut the entire border piece out. So from here down to below the stars. You're just going to cut this out, and we're going to use pieces of it throughout the book. So for this one, we cut this all out, and then we're going to cut below this diamond. We're going to cut the Happy Halloween off. all the way across. So we'll have two pieces because we're going to use some of this Happy Halloween. We wanted it to stay together. So we're going to use this in other parts of the book. So we have this long piece and we're going to cut it to 4.75 because that's as wide as our paper, our page. And we're going to adhere it at the bottom. And then up here, if we go back to our previous page, this one, remember we cut it 6.5 across. Well, we are going to use up here this label. You can see the label back here. I'll take this out. See the label? So we're going to cut 4.7 over. Now it's not 6.5 wide or length. That's because, as you can see right here, it is shorter, and that's why we add the pocket. And I should have covered that up better. But
Yes.
so this
Oh,
is
I
a
didn't
pocket
realize
at
that.
the bottom.
Yeah, I guess that is a pocket.
And then just love that this is already done for you. This 31 I punched from the cut aparts pieces. And then this is a tag. And these are a cut apart and then from another cut apart page. I know, cut apart, cut apart,
Well,
cut
yeah,
apart.
you got the cutouts and the cut aparts.
It's just,
I think
yeah.
they call them cutouts, the little
So
collage
there's
sheets.
the tag, and then there's the moon from this sheet. And then the crow is from the collage cutouts from this sheet. There he is. And then I just layered them all together on there. And then I did just put adhesive on the back so it will stick down in there. I've used a 1/4 inch punch, and you can see that I tied the jute from Tim Holtz and how it just looks perfect in there.
And
with it all.
Katie, we
Yeah.
have a suggestion
Yes.
from Val.
Yes.
She said she might get some of these spiders or these charms
Oh, yes.
from Tim Holtz and
Yes.
tie that on the twine. So
Yes. There is so much I want to add to this, but we wanted to keep it affordable.
yeah.
So absolutely. I had so many different ideas, and I think this would look great with it. Even on the outside to put these little charms to hang.
Yeah, I
Would
think
be
that would
great.
be neat too.
Oh, absolutely.
So
You
we
can
love
make it
the
so
ideas for
junky.
sure.
I love that too. All right, then this back page is the plaid paper. And the plaid paper, oh, let me see where I'm at here.
I
just
think
want to
the
make sure I'm
plaid
cutting
paper
everything.
is that always jumps out at me. It's the bright,
Isn't
kind
it?
of a bright candy corn colors.
Oh, that's a good, I like the description of that. Again, I knew I wanted to use this side piece because the layering's already done and I don't want to recreate that by any means. So with what you're going to do is for this one, you're going to measure 6.5 from the top and cut down and cut across so you have a 6.5 by 12. And then you're going to start on this side and go 4.75, and you've created this page then, and then measure another 4.75 in, but you're going to flip that over so then you have this book page. And then you're going to cut a 0.25 and adhere that strip right along there. So this, I've learned from Peggy that it makes your eye go to the next page because they have the same.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, so I really like that. So you'll go 4.75. This is one side. 4.75, flip it over so you see the book page and cut a 2.5. And you're just going to put that strip right along there. And then for the pocket, you're going to cut this out, the Pumpkin Patch Adventures. And those are kind of creepy.
It's funny with a
Patch
haunted
Adventures.
house.
Yes, I love that. And then the little ghosts there, ghosty ghosts, are here. So you're just going to fussy cut around them. Sometimes I started with this whole square and then ended up cutting, as you can see, cut those down. And then here is the spider tag, which is on your tag sheet. And I'm just going to show you quickly when I have twine that's on something like this, how I use it. I grab my 1/4 inch punch, so any standard hold punch, and then punch the tag. And what I do is unwind what I need or think I might need. This is almost like my craft room at home.
You are getting some piles
I
going,
am,
Katie.
aren't I? And I want it to just to measure about how much I want it to be or how the length I want, and then I trim it. And you always start from the loop goes from the front Then pull those through. And you could add junk bows too. I just wanted a more simple look with this. And there you
That
go.
twine is really nice.
It is. And then it's still, I'm not unwinding it all and then having an issue with that. And so I'm going to put that in there. But you can see I have a frame. Now remember we went and we cut part of the frame off to use on the page. You just can spin this around, the part that's left over, and adhere it and tuck the ends in.
It's a great way to get more out of one piece.
Yes.
To make a double.
Yep. So we've already used this on a previous page, on the spider page, and we're just turning this over and tucking those in. And then the tag goes in, and you can even add pictures in there to slide some pictures in there. And then bone chilling is just a word from the collage cut aparts, and these are stickers to add. So when we talked about the border, remember I said wanted you to cut this whole piece apart and then to cut the Happy Halloween separate. This is why, because I want you to cut out a Happy Halloween strip here and then adhere it going the long way. And then these are just 2 stickers to add on there. So we're using the border in a different manner again. All right, so that is walking you through the entire front page. Now when we go to the back, on your directions, it actually says back of page 1. So you know it's the back side. If it doesn't, for example, this one just says page 8. So that means it's on the front. So for the back, and we'll come back and talk about the back cover. This we're going to do a little cluster here, but don't let that scare you. So the October moon paper, which again is the spiders, we've already cut what we wanted up here. So you just need to, it will tell you what size. So the October moon paper, you're going to cut a 4 point, you know what? It says 4.65, but you can't because you cut 4.65 already. So it's going to be shorter. So that is a little oops there. I didn't catch that. So it's probably this should be, instead of 4.75 by 6.5, it will be 5.5. And you will realize that when you cut it, because we've already gone 6.5 across, that you just need to use the shorter piece. So we're going to use a shorter piece right here. 4.7 wide, but it's not going to be 6.5 long. And that's okay because we're going to create a pocket with the spider web paper, with this spider web paper down here. And that will take care of the, cuts up
Katie,
the part that you can't see.
As you are showing this,
yeah.
I don't know if people realize what went into this project. And as you're showing it, I'm like, oh my gosh, how did you think to like grab the spider paper and make a pocket? And then you cut this. So a huge thank you from me personally.
Kelly, where you put the paper on and I went, oh crud, it's not long enough.
Oh,
let's make a pocket.
Well, could be, but just the fact you have really thought out a lot of this, and it's
thank you.
Everyone is loving
I want
it.
everyone to be successful in making it.
Well, and Joellen says that it's bringing her a lot of joy.
Oh, thank you, Joellen. Joellen is a very joyful person. I enjoy her. All right, so we're going to cut a pocket. So you're going to cut 4.75 across by 2.75. Now, once you have that piece like 2.75, you're going to trim off a 1/4 inch at the top, and it's going to go up here. I just love doing that, like adding to the next, to the top, to the bottom, and to the sides. And then the Frightfully is from...
There's so many papers.
I know, and there's so many cut aparts, and it was all laid out, and so...
And then we messed it all up.
I messed it all up. This piece right here. I like that it said Frightfully Fabulous, and we can see that in a spooktacular night. Apothecary, just a tag to put in there. And then for this little cluster here, we are going to go to the collage cutouts. And we're starting with this piece. And I'm going to turn it sideways. And then we're going to staple with our tiny attacher the crow with the hat on, this guy. Look at how clean he is before and after. And so you can see, I just tiny attached him. If you don't have a tiny attacher, just adhere him. He probably was adhered first. And then I ripped him up and tiny attached him. And then this is just a little sticker here. So the boo sticker. And then I adhered the whole thing on there. And that's it. It looks fancier than it is. And then I chose the words enchanted and spellbound and moonlit to cut out all of these different words they have in there. And I cut them out in strips and added them on. And then this is just a sticker. It's a tag sticker, and I don't know why I didn't leave it as a tag sticker. Let's see if I have any reason why. So I don't have any reason. I must just have, sometimes I cut things before I use it, realizing I could have just kept the whole thing. But he's cut. His little, he's not a tag
But
anymore.
when you're
He's
starting a project, Katie, you have all this stuff to work with.
Yes. And
And
it was
sometimes
kind of
it's hard to
overwhelming.
decide. I think it would be.
It kind of was. It was happy, but overwhelming at the same time. All right, we're going back to that boneyard paper, which is this paper, one of my favorites.
And you know the names of the papers.
I do. I worked with them quite a bit. All right, so remember we cut this apart here because I wanted to use this section down here. Well, we're going to use this as our 6.5 by 4.75 because we're just going to turn it. So can you see that? So here it is. We've done this page down here. And this is going to be cut. We're going to cut this down to 6.5 and then we'll trim it down to 4.75 and we'll just turn it and boom, add it there. So that is this page. I used a 3x4 frame on here. I did cut another frame down.
Oh, neat.
And that's fine because we'll use the rest later. And then these again are stickers. This one is popped dot, so it has an FD beside it in your directions. So that's popped up, and this is a sticker. And then I have to look at what's.
Did you use the powder tool then to?
Oh
did you
yes, thank you, Kelly.
Did you de-stickerize some of your stickers?
I did. I de-stickerized a lot of my stickers because I learned that from Peggy, and then you can lay them down, and then once you have them where you want them, then I put the adhesive on. So that is what I did do. So the small circle, the Boo Crew is a sticker. This little guy is a sticker, and the small black star is a sticker. This is just one of the insides again, the 3x2 insides. And then this is also foam dotted. And remember, if it has an FD beside it, it means foam dot. All right, and then the collage, the 31. The charmed word strip right here. That is a collage cutout. The small orange, this is a small orange sticker with a black star on it. And I put that down there, and then I put the word, which is from the collage also, haunted. I do want you to see that you're going to see some white spots around here. Those are where I've ripped something up and put it back down. But then I thought, that's a pretty good look. It's like just
I don't
looks
think
like it
we
should
even
be there.
noticed that, Katie.
Yeah, but you will in some places because I kind of went crazy on one part, but we'll get there. All right, I'm not even, this is the spider web paper. You're just cutting that out as
Let
needed.
me guess, 4.75 by 6.5?
Yeah, and it's a whole sheet, so you don't have to be too careful, but I did cut a 1/2 inch strip to put on this other side.
I love that.
Now notice my spiders are going the wrong way because we've already cut.
What spiders are you talking
these
about?
spiders. So this is cut 6.5 and we used a piece here and created a pocket. Well, this piece I didn't want another pocket, so I cut it 6.5 by 4.75.
I don't think you can tell, Katie.
But they're running off now.
But they
you
don't
can't
even
tell.
show.
Yeah.
They're fine. They're just.
But I think someone will probably say, hey, my spiders are running. But I'm okay with their running that way.
They look like they're running off the page.
Yeah, I agree. This is a collage cut apart, and I junked it up or used my rougher upper and inked it. This is a sticker. Well, now I have to make sure it's a sticker because you honestly can't tell which ones are stickers and which ones aren't. That is a sticker. And then this is from the collage cutouts also. But notice, then I decided, oh, why aren't I using cello tape? So add cello tape as you want, anywhere. With this one though, notice I ripped the frame here and then I ripped it in 2 spots here because I wanted it to look old.
Oh, yeah.
And so then I just laid it down and adhered it where it was supposed to be, but you have little rips in there too. We
So
cut
you did that
already
on
this.
purpose.
I did it on purpose, yes. I love this cut apart. It's like one of my favorites. I don't know why. So I have the spiders, and then this is the cut apart from this sheet. Trick or treat, smell my feet. I don't know why I just like those things. They're creepy, but I like them. And then I put a frame on there, and you can see kind of where I've distressed some of the frames and some I haven't. And then added, this is a cut apart, the collage cut apart from the border. So we've used this part and we've used this Happy Halloween as one. And now this time I just want you to use a strip of those stars. So you're just kind of separate, cut it separate from the Happy Halloween strip. And then they worked perfectly just to add right on here. And then stickers, the little star sticker and the bat sticker, and then a little sellotape. So then I started to add sellotape. And I was so excited about my sellotape, I went crazy on this
I keep
page.
it on my desk anymore.
Yeah,
you
it's
can
the
add
perfect
it.
Halloween.
I even sealed an envelope with it.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I mailed a card and sealed an envelope.
I love that. All right, let me put the last page of directions. We are on our way out.
Cheryl gave you a 10 on your project.
Well,
There's so
thank
many
you.
wonderful comments.
Oh,
Thank you guys for the comments.
It makes it worth it to
Everybody
to
loves
create.
it. There's so many comments about how creative you are. And
Oh, well, thank you.
So good job.
All right, so down here, we use this on the first page with the skeleton. And now we're going to use this bottom page because I like the black vines. So we're going to cut that 4.75 wide. Or actually, you know what? It's just, you're just going to have that piece left over because we used the top one on the first page. So this is going to be our pocket. And there it is our pocket. Now this back piece was a little bit more, because it has that, look at that fun little ticking or stripe at the top. And that is from the bone page. So we use this part, we've used the boneyard page and we flipped it, but we haven't used this little ticket, like little stitched page right here or piece. And so we're going to cut that to be 4.75 wide and lay it right up here. And it only comes down to so far.
I like it that your pocket's messy.
Oh, it's
that
very
you got the
messy.
corner ripped off.
Okay, so the corner keeps popping off. So you know what I thought I would do, Kelly? Look at it's like magic. Do you ever pull stuff out and things are stuck to your
if you lose something on the floor, wave your foam, your big roll of foam tape over it.
What I also do like about that foam tape is you can tear it. So I'm just going to put a little piece. Let's see here.
Oh, to hold it down.
Oh yeah,
that's a good idea.
And then pull the backings off.
Katie, you've shown so many different techniques. That's the comments we're getting is
good.
Techniques for this project or things you can remember and do on your other projects.
Yeah. And then I'm just going to fold this back, but I want it to stick up a little. And then I might ink it so it's
make it look dirty. Like the rest of it.
Yeah. All right, this is a tag, and again, I definitely would do my string here or my jute. And you can see that I also do things as it's still like adhered down. So that is a tag, and it's the Toadworts tag. And I'm going to flip this right through there. Always start from the front so you get the nice loop look in the front of your tag when you're done. And this is a part, the scary is a cut apart. And I would actually probably pop up that after looking at it. And there's an orange star, and then I added a little sellotape. And now with the sellotape, I know Teresa has shared with this, some of these are really long, like this is a really long piece, and I don't want to use the whole length of it. So I will pull it off and just cut it. And I'm okay if it doesn't cut, oh my, nicely. And maybe I'll put a little piece up here.
And Katie, we have a question.
Yeah.
Is it possible at all to add clear pages to this for more photos.
Yes, I would say so.
How would you do that?
What I would do is if you use I would use the flips from either 49
Oh,
Market or
sure.
Simple Stories and
I'll
rip
go
off
get
the
the
backs,
flips.
yeah, and lay them right in there, and you would have clear ones. I love to add clear to everything, clear pocket pages like that. So definitely I would. Now this one is the back of our bone one. So you'll have to go to the second sheet because we've used all of this up. So you'd go to the second sheet and you're just going to cut yourself the 6.5, 6.5 by 4 3/4, or vice versa. And then what I did, I wanted it to look like ripped wallpaper. So this was my attempt to make it look like ripped wallpaper. I just ripped the edge off and inked it and then put it back with sellotape. And this is where I went crazy with the sellotape. And I'll tell you why, is because when you see these, they look like they have sellotape marks on them already. And so I thought, oh, I'll just put sellotape on those. Well, it got to be a little much. So I ripped them off, but then it ripped the paper. But then I thought, that's okay. I'm just going to leave it.
Yeah, it looks rough.
So you can see where I went crazy with the
It's
sellotape.
got good adhesive on the
It
sellotape.
does, yes. And then that's just a cut, one of the collage cut aparts, and that's foam dotted up. And you can add, this is an inside, one of the insides, and I would just I would put that in there. Yeah. And you're going to have lots of tags left over. So I would actually put, I think I have, these are all the tags you have left over. And so I would put a tag in there.
You could add more,
Oh,
unless you make a second book.
Yep.
Katie, we have a quick question.
Yeah.
The question is regarding the jute twine, if there's one for Halloween or for Christmas. I guess you're using the Halloween.
Is. The red and white.
It just came in yesterday. Just got released yesterday. All the new Tim Holtz ideology.
And they're $7.99. There's a lot on there. How much is on there? There's like 8 yards on there. This one just looks perfect with this book.
We have another comment about a Christmas junk, and we'll share that at the end.
Because I know. Yes.
So we can show what you can do for Christmas.
All right. So remember, we have cut a couple frames. And so we're just going to use the pieces on here.
Amazing, Katie.
To just add those. And then I'm into circles right now, and I've been doing a lot of circle stuff. And so these are from different places.
You're into circles now.
I'm into circles.
I was
now.
late comprehending that.
That's all right. And I've used the powder tool for this. Pop the lid off, powder the backs on my stickers, and I just laid it all out how I wanted it. So the sticker ones are, and it's right in your directions, the unfiltered, the bat wing powder, and the trick or treat. So those are stickers. And put powder on the back of them and laid them out so I knew where I wanted. Then the October Moon pattern paper has this trick or treat on it. And I have to show you it. Here it is. The trick or treat. And I circle punch that out because when you go to flip to the back, it has a perfect little spider in the corner.
Oh, so you use, okay.
So I use this.
From both sheets?
From this sheet. So I punched this out and then I flipped it over so the back is showing. So these are stickers and that's from the sheet. And then the Spooky Vibes, so this one, the Spooky Vibes, and the bat droppings, and that's what it says. I know. Isn't that hilarious?
Yeah.
It's kind of gross but funny. Those two are just from your collage sheets, and I just measured them to see how big they were and then punched them out with a circle punch. So I have them all layered up here. The Spooky Vibes and the Trick or Treat, those are the only two that are foam dotted on that page. And then of course I had to add some sellotape because I just discovered that. And this is the last page. This is where I was like, oh, I was kind of bummed it was over, but happy it had happened.
Yeah, there you go.
So this is the back of the paper. I really, oh goodness gracious. Oh, this one. Nope, not that one. Your tags. So you have 2 tag sheets. That's why I had some tags left over. But on the second sheet, you're just going to want to cut out your page and put it on here. And then there's a 3x3 frame back here, the inside, and then again, these are all just collage cutouts. The spooky, the brew, the scary, that's down here. The haunted house, this one is foam dotted. The boo circle, that's tucked under the frame. And the bat tag, those are all from your fussy cutting sheet. And then the black bugs tag, I don't know why I cut it, but you could just leave it as a tag there. And then add sellotape to your liking. And this page is just curling up just because I think I've caught it so many times.
But it's
and
a good look. I like it.
No, you could ink this outside part too, if you wanted to. All right.
So Katie, we have a question about how many pages are there total? They're just kind of thinking about how many photos.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 pages.
So there's 18 pages. So you could get quite a bit in there.
Yes. And you can add so many other things. I wanted to add more stuff to it, but I also wanted to keep it affordable for everyone. Here's your back cover, and what you're going to do is you're going to take this strap out. So you just pull it out. And then you're going to adhere. Now this is 5.5 by 7.5, so 7.25. It's a total different dimension, so you'll want to double check that. And that's at the Halloween pattern paper. If you've already used your Halloween pattern paper, go to the second sheet. And then here is just a sticker, and then that is from your cut-aparts, the collage cut-aparts, and so is this elixir. Those are just from your cut-aparts. Now, Kelly asked this morning, how did I like these? Well, I liked the cut-aparts a lot because you have some options here. You can cut right along the line if you want a fussy cut along the line. You can cut in between the line and the image, or you could cut right along the image. It's completely up to you how you want to cut those or what you want them to look like.
Perfect for Fussy Cutting Day coming up on October 25th.
Yes. They were very easy to work with. A lot of these I just measured and then punched them. And when I say I measured them, what I do is take my ruler. My goodness. And my tools fell out. Wherever my ruler is, I measure.
Do you need a ruler, Katie?
No, that's all right. You just measure across, and so it might be like 2 inches. So then I grab my 2-inch punch and then just punch it out.
Lisa's going to use this for a vacation book.
Oh, yes. I think that would be great for a vacation book.
She's going to use Elizabeth Craft things.
Oh, see, I think there's so many different things you could use with this. And this one you could add so much more to.
You could.
Now, I didn't do it very fancy, I shouldn't say, but what I did was just take any kind of pokey tool I had, and I poked the hole. I didn't match it to the paper or anything. I just poked the hole, and that's it. So, and then, so you'll have your holes so you can do your strap back in. All right, on the front, then you have a, let me see which paper it is. We've used it, and then I'll show you my little oops on it too. Let's see here. So this will go back and it will be the front page. So I do my front cover last, and we're going to use the pumpkin patch paper. Oh my.
It's okay, Katie. I think everybody knows how it gets when you're crafting.
So the pumpkin patch page paper. So we've used these for page 7 and page 2, and that little strip is left over. We've used this page, and now we have a big chunk right here left over. So you're going to cut that big chunk to be your front cover. So it's going to be 7.25 by 5.5. And then what I did was I adhered it, and I liked how I adhered it, but then I noticed all my numbers are upside down. So if you don't want that look, just spin it around the right way. I put it on upside down. But I don't think, I mean, you can see it, but not until I point it out. And then this is another piece of border strip. So you place a border strip across there. And then you're going to put a 3x4 frame on. A 3x4 frame, so one of these. And then I fussy cut the tree. I knew right away when I started the book, the tree was big and I
Yeah,
wanted
it's
to use
neat.
that. So I
It's
used it
really
on the front cover. And you could go even further in with your fussy cutting. And then the bat, I cut him out and he is on there. And then there's a word strip Wicked. This is also from the collage cutouts. This little spider. And I punched him out. And then this is just the sticker. And my goodness, you have so many stickers. So you can see how a lot of the stickers came from here. So that's the big Halloween. I really wanted to use this one, the banner. I just couldn't get it to work for me at this time. And so I added that. And then you can see there's little, whatever leftover stars I had on my sticker sheet, I just kind of added those around.
Oh, yeah, that adds a lot.
Yeah.
Brings
and then
in a lot of color.
there is a sticker right here. It says Stay Spooky. You can add it or not. I mean, you can't really see it. But then I added some cello tape too. So now that it's all put together, you need to put your string back in, which is quite simple. I have to check something real quick.
And
on
everybody is thinking, waiting to see how to tie it with that loop. And so am I. 'Cause
oh,
I
okay.
tied it wrong in the picture. So
That's
oh,
all right.
here it is.
I don't think there's really a right or wrong way.
I
So
remember Peggy showing us how to do it.
the loop is on the end, and then you have your loose ends. So you put your loose ends through here, and they go pretty, if you squeeze them, they go through pretty easily. If not, just kind of work it through. And so you want this loop on the inside. And then it does go across the back. So you take the loose ends again and put them through and grab them. And if you wanted to change this color, you sure can. All you would need to do is measure the length of this and then tie a knot on one end. So you'd have that loop. And then it comes across here, and you can see the loops just waiting to be tied. If you go through both of them, when you tie it, it's going to be loose. So you want to put one through and one not through. And then just tie it however you want to. Just like that. Ta-da!
That's really neat.
And there you go. You might want to change this out or add some stuff to it. What's fun is that your strings or your jute will start to poke through and you can see that because I like a book that has all sorts of stuff hanging out of it. And there you go then. Oh,
Katie, you did it. You went through every page.
Ooh,
So now
I did. I felt like I had to just so you would know how to cut the paper.
So can we just review? So if you purchase the kit,
Yes.
you're going to get all the paper, the cutouts,
Yep.
the stickers, and the album.
Yes. So you get a whole collection pack. So you get all the paper.
And you're going to have lots of leftovers.
Yes, you have tons of leftovers. So all the paper, my goodness.
And yeah, and directions. I
And
might have said directions. I don't know.
And you get the frames.
Oh, and the frames. Okay.
And
I
the
didn't say
book.
The frames.
And 6 of the cut apart sheets. When you buy the cut aparts, there's 2 of every sheet. So we gave you half of the cut apart sheets because you'll have tons and plenty to use.
So then that's what you get inside the kit. And then just show us one more time what you added as kind of your extras.
My extras. So for my extras, I added the cello tape and I added the twine. And I think that was it.
And then we had suggestions from our viewers that you could add, if you wanted to add some charms onto that twine, you could do that.
And Tim Holtz has some bones, so maybe you wanted to
you
add
could
some
do the bones.
And I do want to show you also in this pack, you get, look at all these tabs you get.
Oh,
so
geez, you didn't even use those, did you?
No. And you can stick those anywhere and everywhere too. So the frames are endless.
And we also mentioned earlier that if you get the Halloween kit, you're going to have plenty of leftovers if you want to do another album. So you could just pick up another of the accordion books. They're $7.99.
Yep.
And you could easily make 2 projects. They wouldn't be the same, like Katie said.
Right.
But you'd easily have enough stuff to make 2 projects.
And real quick, if you wanted to add a flip, you could use the 49 in Market or you can use the Simple Stories ones. And they have a white piece here that you rip off. So what I would do is, and I think the 49, for example, this one, the 4x6 is on one end here. The 49 market has some that would be on this side, which on the long side, which is nice.
Oh yeah, that might work good for that album.
So you could put, I would just take that strip off and you could put it right in here and it will fit because it's 4x6. And remember, our book is, I think, 7 inches wide this way. So even if you put this on there, you would be able to flip it this way or you'd be able to flip it that way, depending on which brand you use. And if you didn't like the little adhesive piece there, just cut, because you have plenty of paper left over, and just cut a strip of paper to go on that too. I feel like I want to continue to work on this thing.
I know. I can see how you don't want to stop.
Yeah, and these are all my leftovers. So you have lots of leftovers. Oh. So there's lots of leftovers because the 2 sheets. I did use a majority of the stickers. You have cut aparts. This is all cut aparts that I have left over. And then these are all the frames I had left over too. And then the collage sheets.
Okay, wow.
So you do have quite a bit left over. It was just really fun to do. And you can just use your complete imagination on what you want to do.
And we talked about how I really loved, Katie, when you explained you could put pictures in it or you can just use it for a decor piece. It
yes,
works either
absolutely.
way.
That would be fun to do too.
And then while you were busy working as hard as you could, I went and got this. Well, you're working really hard because if you make the Halloween one and you really like it and you want to make one for Christmas, you basically have the directions.
Yes.
And you could get Christmas junk.
I'm going to open this just so we can see the paper.
And then you could get the Christmas junk cutouts. And then I picked out frames from 49 Market.
I seriously want to do this now, Kelly. I want to see, just to see here. So their stickers are somewhat the same because they have a bunch of circles and tags, but you can use the Merry Christmas for the title. Yeah. So oh yeah. This is a lot like the Halloween paper
so
that
you
had
could, so you
the
could
label at the top.
Yeah.
So you could actually
you could have one for Halloween and Christmas, Katie.
These are the cut aparts in the back.
And you have shared so much information and techniques today that
I hope so. There's your tags and your borders, so you could definitely use that.
You know, you could get the autumn junk, maybe do it with the autumn junk.
Ooh, this is even really good. The calendar piece and those could be tucked into pockets. And this is good. Oh yeah, this is a lot like the one, the Halloween. So the patterns are very similar, so you could definitely use. And this is a lot like the Halloween because we would cut it down that side and use it. Oh, Kelly, maybe I can make a little sample of this one.
I think Katie has been inspired herself. Yep. And then I picked out, are those the willow frames or is that
Yes, that would work.
You could use that or you could use the ones that you use.
The Crafty Garden ones would work out too, but these are nice and colorful. Let's take just a really quick look at the cut aparts.
So, and Diana said you could use the Graphic 45, Deck the Halls.
Absolutely. Use whatever you'd want.
Ghostly Greetings does not have a lot of product left in that collection.
That was the one we were thinking about, but then this one, oh, look at that big title. Right there you go. Ooh, I might have to just do this as a sample one because the directions are already written.
Yeah, you've done it once, Katie.
Yeah, that would be great, Kelly. That would be a lot of fun.
Well, I'm going to switch cameras.
Okay. And I'm going to try to put all this back together.
That's the tricky part, isn't it, Katie?
Yeah. Well, thank you, everybody. And I hope you learned a new technique or two.
Diane said you could put the calendar on the front cover.
Yes, you could.
From that paper.
Yes.
That's a good idea.
The calendar would fit. So you could put it, this one on this side, the front cover. Yeah. Or you put it anywhere. You put it on the front, use it as your back paper.
You could do a lot. There's a lot of you've inspired a lot of people.
Inspired myself.
Well, and me too.
To make a little.
I personally love Halloween. It's one of my favorite things.
Yes, I like Halloween
and
too.
a lot of us here like Halloween, so this project is perfect.
Are so good this year too.
Yeah, and I would use that. I would put that right down the middle of my table for the Gould.
That's a good idea.
Halloween
that's right.
Dinner.
You have the Gould.
Yeah.
Halloween dinner.
Yes.
The boys and I were talking about how you taught me some different things to like the hot dogs to make
the funny Halloween foods. I'll have to share those.
Yeah, and how the boys wouldn't eat them.
Oh, they would not eat them?
No, because the hot dogs Did they look like? What did they look like though?
You
They
slice them
slice them. Yeah.
lengthwise, like into
Like
quarters,
long.
and then you boil them, and they look like worms.
Yes.
And then you have like a worm sandwich.
Yeah, they did not eat that. And then the breadsticks you can make look like fingers. Nope, they didn't
Yeah,
eat that.
you slice them for your like knuckles. Put a little almond
Yep.
slice.
It was
on
such
them,
good ideas, and it was so exciting. We just talked about
and
that.
they just didn't do it.
No, they cried when they saw what they had to eat. I was like, you
maybe
guys.
they're older now; they can handle it.
I don't think so. I think I might have ruined it for them. Excuse me.
But
But
well, you love Halloween.
anyways, yeah,
we can
I do.
tell that you love
Yes.
Halloween. Thank you, everyone, for
Yes.
joining us.
Oh, and don't forget our sale.
Yeah, remember our weekly special is fall.
Yes.
And you could maybe do this with some
30
fall things.
Well, they do have the
Autumn Junk is another
Autumn
really, if you
Junk,
just
yeah.
like the look of the collections to
Yeah.
do whatever with.
Yeah,
They're
I
pretty
really
amazing.
like. That's a great idea, Kelly. So thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Janet, for all that
Yes.
linking. There was a lot of different things here.
And tomorrow, Peggy's here with some fall layouts, and she's going to show you how to stitch some leaves.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So Peggy will be here tomorrow.
And then Friday's a rewind, right? And I think Friday's a rewind and more new product.
Oh, and that's perfect. We got three new collections yesterday. From Echo Park, 2 winter ones, and Katie, there's one called Mom's Kitchen.
Oh, fun.
Which I just absolutely love the name of that.
Fun.
So we'll see everybody tomorrow.
Cindy's on a cruise ship in Alaska.
Oh my gosh. I don't have comments on anymore.
I know. Have fun. Oh,
happy
yeah.
Cruising.
Enjoy. Thank you for joining us.
We'll see you tomorrow, everybody.